Hello and welcome to the sixth edition of the Meyer Memos. Today is October 11th, 2020. Tomorrow is Monday, October 12th. We have a school board meeting at 7 p.m. And the reason I'm saying that is because David Durava will be recognized as a Beat the Odds teacher. He had the highest 3 year worth of math data. So congratulations, David. They created a video that we will share and we'll recognize him. Tuesday, October 13th, we're going to have a staff meeting at 8 o'clock. It'll be virtual, and then the agenda will be we'll review logistics from hybrid transition, and I have some slides and different things to go over as later on in this memo. Wednesday, October 13th, no school teacher comp day, and then the 14th and 15th is MEA, so enjoy. BLT overview, the PD plan that came from Mr. Kubis. He basically shared that the principals got information from staff, and they were talking that staff was looking for standards on how to help prioritize the pacing, what a hybrid day would look like, Wednesdays would look like, and then asynchronous assignments. Then the PD steering committee took a survey, and what came out of there was that they want more time, teachers want more time, and then a request from BFT to HR was safety training. So in the end, it's going to be a combination of time for setup and planning, standards, help prioritize standards to the most essential, and hybrid and DL day, a sample schedule, Wednesday asynchronous assignments, pacing, and then have a safety training for PP and cleaning, etc. So that will be coming soon. And then we discussed our site improvement plan. There's going to be a survey coming out to students for K through 5, and I will share more about that later. And then we're going to talk about a math checklist that is tied to our SIP, and basically the checklist is about how many times you're doing different parts of our math resources, and we haven't shared that yet because right now it's not the time. We're trying to transition to hybrid. Then we discuss brainstorming, lunch recess ideas, utilize classroom stage creatively, and then we discuss student education of procedures. And then some important information. This document here, and these are all linked to the email that sent this memo. This is all the different, these are questions that I got from our school, and when I designated an area where they could get the answers from, and then the district came in and filled in the answers. So they're all right there. That's that 60 question document. And then we had a hybrid DL update, basically for how we handle attendance. And that these are documents that we really want to go over and we'll discuss at our staff meeting. The DL schedule, office hours, drop-off, professional development, hybrid, morning meeting, and then learning boards. And then specialist update. So like this is what's happening for specialists across the district and how we're going to handle it and what the expectations are. And then we have the grade 3-5 hybrid specialist rotation. This is because we have a fourth section where Stacy is going to teach a topic for a fourth prep for third and fifth. So we can't maintain the 2-1 where you have 2 days, or excuse me, week 1 would be music, would be distance learning all the way, and then art and Phy-Ed would be hybrid, and then the next week it would be art as distance, and the other 2 hybrid, and last would be Phy-Ed would be distance, and the other 2 would be hybrid, and then it would start over, so it would be like a 3-week cycle. Ours is going to take it a lot further just because we're trying to work in that fourth prep. And then the 2-1 schedule is what I was explaining to you, and that's what this will look like right here. So you can see that fifth and third is the one I showed just a little bit ago. And we'll discuss these all when we get to our staff meeting. And then EL conferences, this is how we're going to run conferences. I talked to Amy, and Amy did a great job of looking out for our EL. So we're going to look at probably having some interpreters during the week of November 9th through 13th at specific times. So hold tight on that, and we can discuss that tomorrow. And then basic guidelines. This is something that just safety guidelines. We should be applied to all situations. Maintain 6 feet distance. Wear mask. Wash hands before and after. Wipe down after and let the stuff dry in a 24-hour quarantine. And I can give examples of that in our staff meeting. And then our master schedule, where I tried to fit in all our lunches on the blue in the blue areas. Jenny plugged them in, and I came up with a schedule where we can get 40 kids in the lunchroom, and a few have to spill over onto the stage, and we'll discuss that as well on Tuesday. Um, Next, we had a BLT overview. Nick shared an exit ticket where there was a thumbs up, thumbs sideways, thumbs down for how students are feeling about subject matter. It's a quick way to do it. This was an example he shared that Aaron currently uses and thought it was something that would be really helpful for staff. The slideshow, like draw the checks to show what you did. And then over here, they draw a check to show how you feel. So like, hey, I understand how this is going. I have no questions. I have some questions. I have a lot of questions. And if Aaron wants to share a little more on that when we meet on Tuesday, that would be great. And then also Nick shared that the use of the poll feature in Google Meet as an exit ticket as well. And if people have questions about that, maybe Nick can share that at our meeting too. As far as learning supports, we had BLT overview. We developed they're talking about developing a contact log for all families. So we're not underwhelming families. Maybe like there would be a master sheet, so how many times the families get connected. Otherwise, they kind of get, you keep bugging me or we're not talking to them. So those kind of things. Attendance, any sort of content works counts as being present for the day. That is a district that decision. Food distribution, there's a higher need. Wednesdays need more staffing. See district website for food and clothing, etc. And then there'll be some PD for PBIS coming this fall to make sure we're all on the same page with language documented for the quiet room, because they changed some things with the connection from the state, what they call different behaviors, and we want to align those to what we do at school. Well, that's it. Thank you for another great week.